Hey there, everyone. This is MJ, and you are at my channel called Reading This Life, where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. It's been a long time since I did one of these videos, so let's do one. This is my weekly wrap-up. God, that feels weird to say. Stay tuned. Welcome if you are brand new. Welcome back if you are a longtime subscriber. My name is MJ, and this is my channel called Reading This Life, where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. So this week, I finished 3 books. The Read What You Own challenge, if you don't know, started on November 5th. So right now, everything from November 5th on is on my shelves or on a device. And that's what I'm focusing my concentration on. I'm trying not to go to the library and get new releases or anything like that. It's the stuff that I own. That's what I'm going to be reading from here on out. So I finished 3 books this week. 2 count for the Read What You Own challenge. The first that I finished is Cop Hater. I keep wanting to say cop, but that's not it. That's a song from the 80s, 90s. And that is the first book in the 87th Precinct series by Ed McBain, also known as Evan Hunter. I've read Evan Hunter before. I've read one short story from Ed McBain in a small anthology that I picked up in Paris, and I thought it was fine. So to start, police procedural crime books aren't my thing, but I said to myself, you know what, let's go outside the box. Let's go outside the box. Because there have been a few shows like that have captured my heart, specifically Homicide Life on the Street. Homicide Life on the Street, in my opinion, is one of the most perfect police procedural series on television. It was gripping when it was on. It was so good. My brother lived down there, and I would go just to go to the bar to hang out, to go to all the places that they would film, and it was amazing. One year, I got to go to a charity fundraiser, and most of the cast was there, and they put on little skits and had jokes and monologues and stuff like that, and it was really, really good. So I said, you know what? Let's try something different. So here I am. And I will say, Cop Hater, I liked it. I really liked it. I gave it like 4.5 stars because it was predictable. And I did figure out, the ending. I figured out the whodunit piece. But I liked getting to know the characters. I loved getting insights into their personality. I love the little jokes, the little humor that would go on. All of those things matter to me. It wasn't just, this stuff. And it's interesting because Kindle Unlimited has 52 books of the 87th Precinct. Now, they have the books. They also have the audiobook for free. So if you download the audiobook, or if you download the Kindle book, say to your Kindle app on your iPhone, you can also download the audio. And when you play the audio, it will show the words and it will follow along with the words and turn the page for you at the same time. Worth the price of admission. So that was the November 2025 book, Cop Hater by Ed McBain. And yeah, I really liked it. Don't tell Ollie. I really, really liked it. Okay, then the first book of the Read What You Own challenge is Coup de Grace. And this is by Sofia Ajram. Now, it's interesting to see how people react to this book. This is a very small book. This is an extremely dark book. Okay. I have a signed copy, which is wonderful. Thank you so much. This was a Nightworms edition. And there's also, Nightworms gave you, this is the train ticket, the metro ticket, if you can see that. It's just so cool. So cool. Such a nice touch. But a lot of people did not like, most people did not like this book. And I think that's because of two things. Number one, it's very dark. I started this came out October last year. I started this last year and I put it down because I was in a funk, I was feeling it, and I said, you know what, this is not the book that I need to read right now. I need to read something that is uplifting and happy and something that's not going to pull me down further. And I recognized that and I did that. So when the challenge started up, I said, all right, what kind of books have I put down that I could pick up again and read? I'm in a much better place. And I said, yeah, let's finish it. So I finished it yesterday. I did not expect the end to play out like it did. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that wants to read this. But think of Piranesi, but make it really dark and very sterile and very concrete and metal and dirty and all of those things, okay? And then when you get to that part, you know when you're going to get to that part, because it takes a different, it gives the book a different flavor, okay? So what I was going to give this book was 4 stars, actually turned into 5 stars. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But you have to know what you're walking into, I think. Okay. This is a Bram Stoker award, and it also won a Shirley Jackson award. So I'm not the only one that thinks that this is a great book. Okay. All right. That was the first for the Read What You Own challenge. And this is my little sign for the Read What You Own challenge right here. And right now I'm on book number 2 that I finished. And that was this morning. And it's Heart the Lover. I read this in a day. I know Lily King's work. I've read, I think it's downstairs, but I've read Writers and Lovers. This book has to deal with writers and lovers. This is a love triangle that spans decades. And we see them at university. We see them when they're first branching out in life. And then we see them come together again towards the end. Not towards the end, but there's an end. And I just thought it was so good. I was gripped the entire time. I read it and I had the audiobook going through Spotify. So it just gave me that full immersion feel. And it was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I finished it this morning with tears. A couple times I got choked up because it will regurgitate memories that you have and past relationships that you've had. And you're going to look at them probably a little more fondly than you have, at least in my experience. And I just thought it was great. I really, really did. I loved it, loved it, loved it. 5 stars. Yeah, 5 stars. So if you've never read Lily King, I highly do recommend this. Just a wonderful, wonderful trip. A wonderful experience with 3 main characters. Just great. Great. Can't say enough about it. All right. And that was my week. So not too shabby. Oh, and then I'm reading Alchemized. So Alchemized, today is the 9th. I have 8 chapters in on Alchemized. And I'm reserving all judgment until I'm done. But I will say, I'm having fun. That's all. I'm having fun. All right. That's it here for me, everyone. That's my weekly wrap up. I'm so not a weekly wrap up person. We'll see how long I could keep this up. So I'm hoping to do my weekly wrap ups on Sunday to toggle with Support Small Booktube that you will see later. All right, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, everyone, goodbye for now and happy reading. And if you would like to see Support Small Booktube, I'll leave a card here. Bye.